Hello everybody, how are we doing today? It's a nice quiet Sunday here, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to have a bit of a live stream. Don't get the option very often, so here we are. 1 second while I just check a few settings. Okay, can see the live chat now. We're all good. Yes, let's do some work. Let's get some stuff done. First and foremost, I think we better cut another field of grass. Let's get everything unfolded. No, I don't know. I've turned that field at the bottom has been tedded for straw for hay. So I want to keep that. I don't know if I'll get enough bales off that for the cows, or I want to do something with this in terms of more silage. But actually, looking at it, it's probably got another growth stage yet, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for a little bit longer. Yeah, it's just not quite. See the difference in the length there? That's shorter than that. Once it gets up to this height, we'll mow that field. So I'll leave that for now, actually. And we will windrow that bottom field. Get it tidied up. Now it's hay, and then we'll go and bale it before we go and get the combine and do our second field. So we'll drop the tether off. The windrower is hiding in this shed over here. Quite big, this one, so it might give us some nice big swaths, which will be good. So we'll head down the bottom field and drop this off. Well, hope you're all doing well this sunny Sunday. It's quite nice up here in Scotland. Chilly, but sun's shining, so that's always good. Roll into here. Now, I've not used this before. It's quite big. Actually never used this at all in game before, so interesting to see what it's like. Unfold it now. Sorry, my chat's way over on my other screen, so I have to kind of take a minute to remember to go and have a look at it. Need to get my setup a bit better, but thanks for joining. Okay, we'll fire up this and give it a spin. Let's see what happens. Oh, it puts it to the side. That's not ideal. It's not ideal if it's on that side. Do you know what I'll do? I'll lift that up. We can spit that into the middle. I never knew it did that. Who knew? Does it do it on both sides? Steer the right way when I'm reversing to it. It's an interesting setup. Let me have a look at the... Yeah, there we go. Fold merger, toggle work mode. So I'm going to say left control Y would be... Right. Middle. That's the one we want, middle. Okay, drop it again. Pick up the stuff. I just ran over there. There we go. Hopefully that does us right. Check behind. Yes. Just gathering from both sides. Nice one. Okay, let's get on with it. Once this is done, we'll bale it straight away. Missing quite a bit of the edge there to pay attention. There we go. Okay. Used to it. First time I've used this. This is good though. So yeah, like I said, I think this video went out on Friday, my last Northern Coast vid. Just really enjoying this map at the moment. Lots to do. Field sizes are quite nice, so you can do quite a lot of work. A big variety of work without getting bored. And without you guys who are watching getting bored as well, so that's great. I'm about to add another big element as well when the cows arrive. Really should pay attention to what I'm doing, shouldn't I? We'll lift it up at the end of a row as well. Or whether or not to do another headland first there, or I'll just start doing the rows. I think I'll just jump into the rows now. Seems quite straightforward. Here we go. If I remember to pick it all up, I need to overlap a bit more. Hi Adam, how are you doing? Oh no, your laptop died. Is it terminal, or think you can fix it? Yeah, I'm going to do another headland. It's kind of hard to turn at the end there, so let's do another headland. Ryanator, how you doing, man? Happy Sunday. How's things? Oh, it died as in the battery stopped. Okay, that's not so bad. I thought it had died like you'd broken completely. That would have been a lot more expensive. Okay, so just annoying rather than expensive. I feel you. I am doing a bad job of sticking to the edges. There's going to be loads of straw left over in this field at this rate. Straw hay. Get it right. So let's do another bottom headland here. Basically, as long as it's easy enough for the how did I get 5 fields in 4 episodes? So I started as farmer manager, Ryan. So he obviously started with 1.25 million, but also I've got a couple of mods. In fact, I replied to your comment that you put under the vid. A couple of mods you can use for a bit of extra cash. This is just a fun Let's Play series that I've got on the channel. I do a couple of challenge vids a week as well, on New Park Farm and on Purbeck, where I have to stick to some rules. But this one is just a bit of fun, just enjoying the map and what it can do. So yeah, I don't have to worry about how much money I'm spending and things like that. So yeah, take a look at the government subsidy mod. That gives you extra cash, and also easy development mods, which allows you to set the amount of money that you want as well. On PC, of course, I don't know if they're available. I think government subsidies available on console, but easy developer mods is PC only. No worries, mate. Check them out. They're good. I'm UK based, Adam. I'm based up in Scotland. But do love a British and Northern Irish map. This is going quite nicely now. If I just remember where the edges of the windrow are, I keep thinking it's the boards at the end, and in fact they're just for capturing the grass. So I want to avoid missing bits if I can, but I think we've got it down to a bit of a fine art now, so we're doing well. And then we'll go and get the baler and get these sorted. Don't know where I'm going to keep them. Don't have masses of sheds here, so I might have to sacrifice a bit of land in one of my fields and build a shed. This thing's hard to turn. It's got actual turning wheels on the back of it, so there we go. Yes, when you reverse with it, it gets a bit wobbly. So we hit 250 subscribers last night, which is pretty cool, as we only hit 200, I think, 2 weeks ago. So it's going up nice and steadily, which is great. So kind of makes things a bit fun as well. Kind of nice to wake up every morning and see what else has been added. Okay, thanks for dropping in, Ryanator. See you in a bit. I'm probably going to stream for a couple of hours. We'll see. We'll see how long I go for. But yeah, hopefully a couple of hours. I'm making a mess of these end rows, aren't I? Big lumps. Oh well. Nearly done already. There's probably hopefully going to be quite big swaths. We might get the bales coming out of the baler quite quick. Be interesting to see. Pop around here. Not taking long at all, actually, this. We're going to jump into, once we've done the bales, I think, combining this field next. Get that wheat out of the ground. I think it's wheat anyway. We did the barley field in our last episode, which was quite good fun. A little Massey combine's brilliant. just finish this off. I can't remember. I think I've bought a baler. Could well be sitting down at the shop still. So we'll just work out where it is. And there's a bale trailer somewhere as well. So we'll very quickly find out what's what. I was hoping I could get one row in there. It is going to work like that at the bottom, isn't it? Okay, tactically I might have to squeeze this back together into one row higher up. That's okay. Mr. Patrick, how are you doing, my man? Thanks for joining. You know, it's funny, I always, when I'm thinking about streaming, not that I've done it that much, when I'm thinking about streaming, I always think about Mr. Patrick, because he's based in Greece, and he's... What's the time difference, Mr. Patrick? Is it 2 hours? 3 hours difference from the UK? So it's later, much later on over there. And I always think, well, I can't stream too late, just in case Mr. Patrick wants to watch. So thanks for joining, man. Much appreciated. There we go. Field done. Bit scrappy. A few bits lying about. Is it a bit scrappy? I think I'm being hard on myself there. That looks pretty good. Right, let's fold this up. There we go. Let's head back to the farm and dump this. Like I said, I'm limited on sheds. Shed space. More for storing things like bales. And probably not if I actually think about it practically, plan it through. It's either space for bales or it's space for machinery. I've just got to decide which one's more important. I do know I could probably pop this around the back here actually. There's a bit of space around here which I don't think's gonna necessarily be used. A little tiny silage clamp there. It's turned on a sixpence with those rear steering wheels. It's going to be interesting getting this into this space. There we go. Let's not overdo it. That'll do. Now somewhere I've got a baler. Let's go cockpit view so I can see what I'm doing. Trees in the way all the time. Now I did have a baler. I don't... Oh, it is here! Oh well, good. That saves me a trip to the... saves me a trip back to the shop. Right, let's grab this. Now I'm thinking I'm going to have to utilise some of this space for bales. I don't want to leave them outside. I'm not playing seasons, so it doesn't really matter, but I'll try as much as I can. I'll try to play slightly realistic if I can. So the reality is you would never ever ever leave bales outside uncovered. Okay. even match the colour of my baler to my my fend. You like that? Not that I thought I was necessarily going to use this tractor for baling, but there we go. Squeeze him through there. Now what I might do here, before I start this baling, because I can do the baling myself, we'll go and get the combine, which is still sitting here, and let's get it over to the wheat field. Now, being Northern Ireland, it's oh dear, it's quite tight. Everything's a bit tight, so hopefully I'll not do too much of that stuff. Yep, ride the grass verge there. Hopefully I'll not do too much of this, and hopefully there's no traffic coming along the road. But we'll run the combine and the header down to the other field. Just need to take it a little bit easy. Can't actually believe I've been live for 23 minutes already. Time flies when you're having fun, I suppose. So yes, 250 subs already. I said I would do another giveaway at 500. So it's quite exciting to see them going up so quick, to be honest. I'm just making these for fun, and people seem to be liking them, which is, you know, fantastic. Obviously, always open to suggestions and recommendations, so by all means, if you want to share anything that you'd like to see on the channel, any specific maps or machinery, just drop it in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. There you go, it was a bit tight there, but not too difficult. Now the other thing I want to do as well is maybe upgrade the trailer I've got. Got a very small Marston trailer. And I kind of bought that because back on my dad's farm when I was growing up, that's the trailers we had there. Now, am I going to get this through, or is the wheel going to catch? Oh, I got it through. Great. Now, I'm going to have to be clever to park this somewhere decent. Yes, the Marston trailers are the trailers we used to have on our farm when I grew up. So I think just from a nostalgia perspective, I ended up buying one just to see what it was like, and it is identical to what I remember growing up. But it only holds 14,000 litres, so it's not ideal. This combine holds, I think, 8 in the tank. So what I want to do is get something just a little bit bigger. Gets the header hooked up. I have to say though, loving this little Massey combine. Other than putting the wrong header on it in the last episode, which you may have seen, it's been great. So I'd love to actually have the time to drive this in this episode, but as you know, baling, not an easy thing to do with course plate, so it makes more sense to do course plate with this. Smooth corners. We'll leave a bit of crop behind, but see you later, Mr. Patrick. Thanks for dropping by. Great to see you. Let's do smooth corners, shall we? Generate the field. Oh, beg your pardon. Click on the field, that would help. There we go. Looks like quite a nice courseplay model. So, first waypoint, drive the course, and he's off straight away. Okay, next thing to do. Let's jump in this. And go and get ourselves a new trailer. I think I might have even sold... No, there it is, TB12. Where is that though? Is it still at the shop? There's the shop. Yes, it is. Right. Let's go and get our trailer. I'll say this little Valtra tractor's brilliant as well. Really good on the roads, in fact. Because it does 32 miles an hour. So that's fantastic. Right, let's get to the shop. Let's pick the trailer up and hopefully we'll be back in time before the combine's full. We've got a whole heap of straw on this field that we need to pick up as well, so it's going to be quite a big baling afternoon. Just trying to decide what I do shed wise. For starters, we'll just see how much we've got before we start making big decisions on where we put it and investing in any other sheds, but yeah, we don't have much space. There's our trailer sitting there. Got a couple of other bits of kit just sitting here as well, waiting for... we don't need them yet, so we'll come back for them when we need them. But we've got one for bedding and one for feeding the cattle. Of course, cattle aren't here yet, so they can wait. And we've got the slightly smaller, the T12 Bailey trailer, not the 16. I've used the 16 before in a few vids, but I thought that might have been a little bit excessive for this farm. He says having a case magnum. Okay, that's hooked up. Let's head back. And we'll do a bit of bouncing about here. If it was a video, I would probably set this to a courseplay course as well and just auto collect and unload, which meant I could focus on something else, but what I'll probably do with this one is bounce between the baler and the trailer. Oh, rhymes. Bounce between the baler and the trailer as and when the combine needs to be unloaded, and just get a bit of a rhythm going. I'd like to think we could get through the baling relatively quickly. Get the hill with this. Did go for the extensions, so it's quite a large capacity this. Probably get a few loads out the combine in this before we need to unload it. Hoping this tractor's big enough, it's only a small one. So with a full load in, it'll be interesting to see how it'll pull. But not a big problem if it doesn't, because we've got some other machines that will we could swap it out with a bit more horsepower. So, but for now, let's give it a go. See what happens. Back to the farm already. What I like about this map actually, it's nothing's far away. It's nice and compact. You know what? It's a great map. If you're new to the game and you haven't played it much before, it just feels like a really nice map to start on. The field sizes are nice, nice size, not too small. There's enough space around the outside of them that they can. You're not having to crash into fences and hedges and everything all the time. There's a good buffer of stuff around the edge of the field. Views are stunning. There you go. You can see over there in the background. Oh, look at that. Combines are ready to unload just as we get back. And he's done a whole headland and a little bit extra. So that's good. Right, I'm going to move to outside the cab for this because he's going to move with me. I didn't turn unload off, so I'm going to have my wits about me now to there we go. Line up now. There we go. Job done. Actually, before we go, we'll change that setting so that he unloads static and doesn't drive off. Just makes it a little bit easier. He's fairly ripping through this field. Not going to be long at this rate, is he? He's going to take 28% of a trailer. Right, see if I can catch him up. Okay, let's have a quick tweak of the settings. I'm not sure which one it is. This one? No. This one? Stop during unloading. Activated. There we go. We'll keep him going. Wow, look at the amount of crop he cuts off at the end there by doing smooth turns. That's a bit annoying. Those of you who watch my channel know I'm a real stickler for not wasting crop, but there we go. He's on his merry way. We'll head back up here, jump into the Fent, and go baling. Okay. Park that there. 1 second. I'm just going to be back in a second. I'm just going to check a couple of settings on my stream. Flashing up some messages for me. 1 second. That was easy enough. No issues. Okay. We need to unfold the bale first. I know that. There we go. Lower the pickup. Don't turn the lights on. I'm using my end panel and I'm not looking at it. And it's gleefully reminding me that I'm pressing the wrong buttons. There we go. The swath's getting picked up. Yes, this is a decent swath. Speed it delivered that bale. Okay, this shouldn't take too long. Might have to go around at the end and sweep some of this stuff up that we've messed things up with. Anxious Chris, I appreciate that, man. That's helpful to know. Yeah, it's a battle. Sometimes even on turn it doesn't work very well, but I know what you mean. It does save a lot more crop, which is great. So, no, good tip, man. That's much appreciated. Okay, I'll just be back in one sec. Okay, I can't imagine that combine's far off being ready for another unload, is it? That's odd. Pretty sure a first bale dropped. Got disappearing bales. What's going on? In the twilight zone, the bale twilight zone. That was weird. I'm just going to pick this up here if I can, just because I missed it with the windrower. Tidy things up a bit. I've adjusted the sensitivity of my wheel, and now it's taking a bit of getting used to. Okay, the combine is ready for another unload. That's pretty quick, so let's just jump over and grab that. Let's see if my little switch on my settings means that I don't have to drive alongside him now and he'll just unload next to me. It's pulling quite well, that little Valtra. Honestly, everything I throw at it seems to laugh at. No issues at all. Let's swing round and pick this up. That's what I wanted. So much easier than trying to drive alongside it. We've got a lot of storage on the farm. We've got 1 million litres of storage on the farm, which is great. So we'll keep going. Just going to be... Fortunately, it's just going to be a little bit more than 4 tankfuls from the combine. That would have been nice if we could have fit 4 loads in, but... Hey. Lift the pickup? Nope. Have to remember to turn the baler back on once you've got out of it, which is a bit annoying, but I get why it does it. Okay. Definitely not going to be enough bales, I think, of hay for TMR, so we'll need to... it's going to be interesting to see what we do. There's a combine over there in front of us, looks good. Like I said, that Massey combine's brilliant. Not one I've used before at all, but it's gets the work done and fast. where I ran over the end rows with the windrower down. Just kind of makes a mess if your head lands a bit, but hopefully we'll be able to pick most of it up. Bits and pieces lying everywhere actually. It's one of those things, you get to the end of a field and you're on like 98% of a bale and you have to go and pick up all the bits and pieces to just make up the next full bale. It's actually not a bad thing to have actually at the end of the day, is it? Okay, see, I might as well do it now as I'm here. Pick up certainly some of it. A couple of bits down here. Now I do need to try and sort a bit of music for these streams out. It's fine when you're doing a vid. I think somebody said last time I did a live stream it would be so much better with music, but I need to do a bit of research into making sure I don't have any copyrighted music when I'm playing. So I know there's a few decent things out there. It's almost like radio. There's like a radio service or something I can use when I'm streaming, so I know that I'm not going to get copyright striked. I need to find something like that out. Okay, we are rattling through these bales pretty quick. Spin around at the top here. And go. Yeah, look, this is where all my end rows got a bit beaten up by me not turning off the windrower as I was turning on the ends. Flip that round. Back into a row. So yeah, one of the issues I've got, I don't know where I'm going to put all this. Don't have masses of shared space. So maybe be a bit sensible about how much I've got, but you know what, cows eat a lot. When these cows arrive, I don't want to be left short. Now I don't think that's going to be an issue with my silage. As you already know, if you've been watching this series, I've done a lot of silaging and I'm keen to do a bit more. Really want to fill one of those bunkers right up. But first and foremost is about making sure we've got all the constituent parts we need so that when the cows arrive we can get them fed and watered good and proper. So combine's up on, I think he's on his up and down rows now. I'm sure he's not far off needing another unload, so we'll just keep an eye on that. But I do think I mean, we only need hay for feed for the cows. Straw for bedding is a big one, but we've obviously got that oat field next to us that he's working on just now, and we've got the barley field from the other night, so we'll get a good crop of straw off those. We need to think about what we're going to plant next as well. Thinking straw crops is probably the way to go again, just to be self-sufficient on bedding for the cows. It depends how many bales we've got, and it depends how quickly we're going through them, but thinking cows is going to be sort of what we're going to work on for our income here. Just a bit different to my other channels, where we're just doing kind of a lot of arable work. I want this to be a cow farm, and run like a cow farm. So lots of silage. Lots of grass work. Hopefully we'll make some good money from milk. Not sure what the full capacity is on my farm as well. I don't know how many cows I can take in total, so we'll find that out at some point. But yes, probably one of the last. It's probably likely to be one of the last episodes before we bite the bullet and get the cows in. Cover the silage. We need to do that and start letting it ferment. Oh, there's a bale there in the shadows. Yeah, we'll cover the silage. I was going to do another cut and put it in there, but I think there's enough in there to get us started. And I think probably we've got a second clamp that we can start using, unloading into as well, so we'll do that. There's the combine full again, so that's good. Just line myself up on a new row. We nearly finished this field already. That's great. Right, let's just stop there. Go and get the tractor. Of course it's on the other side of the field. It was bound to happen, wasn't it? It's guaranteed. Right. I might just go and unload this now. We'll see how much is in it. If it's less, or if it's 80% or over, I might as well just go and unload it. Good old Corsair. Look, he's cut himself out of his head, out of his row, so I'm not trampling crop when I come and collect. Love that. Well, it does mean I have to reverse quite quickly when he unloads. So yeah, anything more than 80% here, we'll go and take it back to the farm and unload it. Other than that, we will give him one more tank full. $78, right? Okay. Was it 28% in the first load? So every load of the combine is 28% of this trailer. So we will get obviously another 22% in there. So it's almost another full tank from the combine, and we don't have to run far to get the trailer unloaded. So I think we can take the chance and squeeze in almost another full tank out of the combine. So that's pretty good, pretty efficient. Certainly quicker than the Marston when I was doing the barley. Now, I just had a thought there. I wonder if we could turn all of these grass fields and the barley and oat fields into corn. Do a massive corn harvest, but obviously not with a combine, with a forage harvester. Turn it all into corn silage, maize silage, which we could use with the cows as well. So that's another option we've got available to us further down this road, which could be quite good fun. Just going to pick up this little bit as it's right in front of us. Need to keep the field tidy. But yeah, that could be quite good fun as well. Something I haven't done. Certainly not on any of my channels yet. So on any of my series yet. So it's one to try. Do like a forage harvester as well. There's an option for the combine to self-unload. Yes, I've used that in some of my other videos. Anxious Chris, you have to set up an unload course for the tractor as well. Yeah, if you set it up right, it works really well. No, I definitely think that's a brilliant tool. Fully automating it is the way forward. Definitely. fact, I might give that a go, just because you've mentioned it actually. I might just set it up, once I've unloaded this first load, I might just set it up as an unload course. It'll be interesting to see how it works. It can be a bit temperamental, I've found. Depends on the map, usually. Sometimes get itself a bit confused and run itself around in circles, or do a lot of crashing into things, but yeah, we should give it a go for sure. Let me just pick that up and pick this up. It's not enough to achieve another bale full, which is frustrating. 70% of a bale in there, so that'll pop out when we're it's not a bad haul though, is it? Quite a lot of bales there. Right, let's unload this. Turn off the baler, unload it, spit those bales out. So there is another almost complete bale in that. That'll come out as a hay bale. We start baling the straw, but for now, just jump straight into this. In fact, it'll appear. Oh, it's going to reverse right onto me, isn't it? No, there we go. Yeah, that first bale's going to be a hay bale. These swaths aren't as big. That baler it's the Kuhn baler, which is the standard in-game Kuhn baler, but it's a modded version, and you can select a load of different colours from it. I think that's probably one of the only changes to it, but what it does mean is you can match it to your kit, which is quite a nice little touch. So yeah, if you like that combine, just do it's on the mod hub. It's not a dodgy mod. It is definitely in the mod hub, so you should be able to download it. But yeah, it just means you can. If you're anything like me, I like my stuff to match. So quite nice. Tidy up these ends here. Wait for that combine to unload. Sim Country Farming, my man, how are you? Thanks for joining, nice to see you. There we go, let's just grab a bit more of this without battering into the combine. And then I think I might, when this combine next unloads, I might take Anxious Chris's comment and then we'll try and set up a courseplay for it. Hey Lane, how we doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Sunday. It does, doesn't it? It does. They do match well. I think there's a few different colours. In fact, let me jump into the shop and I'll show you it. Balers, where are we? Baling technology. So there's the in-game one there, the 1290 LSP 1290, and the one I've got is up. He says scrolling through so many things. Yes, here's the modded one. So it's 1290, but you can change the rim colour and you can change the main colour. And look, there's Case, Massey, John Deere, Fent Classic, Class again, Fent Red. I should have done the wheels red actually, shouldn't I? Did I leave them silver? Yeah. Forscrit. And then obviously metals, Challenger, John Deere, JCB. I mean, all the colours you would want. It's brilliant. Yeah, now I should have done the wheels red as well, shouldn't I? I have to go and change that now. It's going to bug me. Texas! Welcome from Texas, Lane. I think You might be one of my furthest away followers that's on stream today. Good to hear from you, man. What's happening in Texas at the moment? Is it nice and warm there still? Is it ever not warm in Texas? Just realised I'm going to dump a bale in front of a bit of uncut. Yeah. There we go. Let's just park him there. Hi Shane. Yeah, I am, man. I am British. Currently living in Scotland. Yeah, you can have yourself a New Holland baler combine. You can get yourself a nice Coombe baler, but matching John Deere. Sorry, New Holland colours. Nice New Holland blue if you want it. Right, let's unload this. Now, there's a lot of Irish guys on here actually, Shane. Quite a few of my followers are Irish. Farming's in the blood, I guess. It's a bit like the British, isn't it? A lot of farmers. Yeah, I know what you mean, Lane. It's not been a fun year for anybody, really, has it? But kind of makes you appreciate the good stuff when things like that happen. So, right, Anxious Chris. If you click on the cog tab, combine self unload or something like that, allows combine to unload itself without a course. Oh. So does the combine go to the trailer rather than me having to set an unload course, does it? Or does the tractor go to the combine? Now I'm interested. I'm going to have to give that a go. Right, let's get this unloaded and back to the field and we'll give that a test. Oh, this Valtra's struggling with a full load. Oh, look at this. 80 miles an hour. Oh. Hi Adam, welcome back. You get your laptop sorted, mate? I wonder if we swap to a different tractor. Although that said, the Massey's all hooked up there to the mower. Can't be bothered unloading that. And the case is seriously overkill. But we could do it. Anyway, we'll unload it first. Try my reversing skills. Nope. I tell you, I've had the steering wheel about a month. It's already squeaking. I have to get myself some WD-40 for it. There we go, unload. Yeah, you've got a whole other load of stuff going on as well, haven't you, Lane? Crikey. Feel for you guys at the moment. I've got a few American friends and yeah, they're finding it tough too. Yeah, I saw that the class combine and the wheel loader were, I think, freebies if you pre-ordered the class expansion pack. So like a year and a bit on, they've decided now to just give them away for free. But the Gator, yeah, I'm a bit annoyed because I bought that Gator, I don't know, a month ago. I mean, it's good that they're giving you know, giving away stuff for free, you know, we shouldn't complain, but at the same time, if people have spent money on it, it can be a bit frustrating, can't it? So yeah, I know that. Right, Chris. Let's give this a go. So what you're saying is, if I basically leave my trailer here, let's put it in a nice line, shall we? Just dump this here, and let me just have a look at your comment again. Advanced settings, click on the cog tab symbol in course plate, combine self-unload, right. Let's get the combine, jump into course plate, cog, not there. I have seen this. I've definitely seen this. Yeah, you can get the Gator on PS4. Shane, yeah. Go check it out. No waiting time. Gonna have to help me out here, Chris. Can't find this. But I do know I've seen it before, so I do know that it's there. Just can't seem to find it. Speed limits. Show waypoints. Advanced settings. Advanced settings just pulls up the menu, so I know it's that. Fuel save. Covers activate waiting time. Huh. I was right. Okay, advanced settings. Combine self-unload. There you go, man. You're a genius. I owe you one. Now that is interesting. You know what? We're going to watch because we've got 86% of a tank in here. Let's see what happens. I never knew that was there. How about that? I got it now, man. That'll be why I've never seen it, because I don't really go into that menu. The only time I ever go into that menu is when I set up a new farm, set up a new map, and I have to go. I don't like right-click mouse switching on my course play. So look at this. Brilliant. Thanks, Lane. Thanks for the sub, man. Really appreciate it. There you go. Anxious Chris is the man. He's got all the hacks, or just actually pays attention to the things you can do with some of the mods. But hey, that's why we do this, isn't it? You know, is that not what the community's about? Helping each other out. So that's a nice one. This has actually made my year. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the Mad Farmer. How you doing, man? I never know. Look over in the distance. The ferry. Ferry sailing across the sea as well. Hadn't noticed that before. Honestly, every time I play this map, I found out something new. GreenBale, honestly, for me, one of the best map creators out there. So good. So good. Do you know what? I actually haven't set up any moderators at all. I'm just winging it that none of you lot are absolute nutters and are gonna chuck abuse into my chat feed. But I should probably think about that. So, isn't that awesome, Combine? We've got a new It's my new favourite thing, that. See the amount of time I've spent doing unload courses and banging my head against the desk because, you know, what courseplay can be like sometimes can be a little bit glitchy. So I think the premium, and I'm sure somebody will correct me here, Shane, the premium version comes with all the DLCs included, whereas the normal version is the base game, and then you can buy the DLCs as and when you want them. So I think that also, I think if you buy it at the moment, it you're included in the next expansion, the Alpine expansion pack. I think I'm right with that, but I'm sure some of the guys who are watching will correct me if I'm wrong. Right, I'm still busy oohing and ahhing over the fact that the combine goes and unloads itself. That's brilliant. Unload bales. Right, before I do any more baling here, just gonna leave that baler there. I'm gonna get my baler trailer. Right, these trailers. Oh, this is the new Roland Pack trailer. I've not used one of these before, actually. Yes, I'm gonna get the Alpine DLC combine. I'm not gonna lie to you, not that excited by it. It's not the sort of thing that I think is kind of my idea. I suppose it's sort of I'm not used to it as a sort of farming. So yeah, jury's out on whether or not it will be. I mean, I like the idea of it. It's something a bit different, but and I'll get it just to have a play with it, and hopefully it's some good stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a kind of like a big machinery guy. I love big machine farms. The whole Alpine thing kind of makes it. I don't know. But I'm jury's out, and I'm really looking forward to seeing. I know they've kind of boosted a lot of the graphics and stuff on the map. I think there's a bit of a trial for potentially even the next game and how they're going to do that. So from that perspective, I'm kind of interested to see what they're going to do. I do have the TLX lane, yeah. It's an awesome truck. Of course you get it. I'm actually going to do, just so you guys know, I'm going to be giving a couple of copies of it away. That's going to be my next giveaway. Either when I get to 500 subs or when it comes out, whichever comes first. Chances are it's going to come out 19th of November, so sort of 6 weeks away. I don't think I'm going to be hitting 500 subs by then. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll be absolutely delighted if I have, but just being realistic. Yeah, I do watch his live streams, Lane. They're pretty good, aren't they? They're good fun. You know, it's interesting actually, the amount of really good maps that are coming out that are all UK based. I would love to see a few more really good American maps. I mean, there's literally a new UK map, a European map every week at the moment, and poor US guys aren't getting as many. I'd love to do a few more US maps on the channel. Love the massive machinery. Love the massive fields and all that stuff. Oh, unlucky lane. Not long to go now though. So this Roland Bale trailer, loving this. Takes a lot more than... I've got the Fiegel ones and I've always used those. The self-loading's brilliant. If I had more time, I would... I'd love to kind of practice my loader work, because I love the idea of the kind of therapy of just, oh my goodness, it takes a whole nother... I was like, I'm done. Nope. Takes another stack on top. It's interesting the way that loads though, isn't it? 24, 28 bales. Nope, 29 bales even. Combine makes a good point, Lane. Maybe ask for a PC for Christmas. Not gonna lie, Farming Sim on PC is the bomb. No, I appreciate your sub, Shane. Yeah, no, it's growing quickly actually. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's really satisfying to see it, you know, clicking up every day. You know, just kind of makes it worthwhile, to be honest, because you know I do try and put a lot of effort in. It's quite a lot of hours to make the vids and edit them all down. Do you know what's actually nice is doing a live stream and playing. Because so much of what I do is time-lapsed, so you put it on Courseplay and thinking about what you do next, so you just kind of sit and watching Courseplay and things like that. So it's kind of fun to you know, play at real time. Right, I think yes. Okay, let's try again. Get a little bit closer into the corner. Oh, that would appear to be the wheat field finished. Can I get this around without... Right, let's unload this and see what happens. B, unload bales. Y. How far over can I go with them? Oh, I can tuck them right in the corner there, that's quite nice. Not sure I did that right, but it worked. I have got a front loader for this let's get back and pick some more up. Yeah, Q&A and the dedicated server. How nice would that be? You guys would have to put up with ads though. But the benefit of ads is that I can do better giveaways. I can start making a bit of cash, and then what I'll do is be able to do better giveaways. So who knows? You know, if enough people start following the channel, I could start giving away something like a PS4. Who knows? Cross that bridge when we come to it, but I would not be against doing that if that was the case. If I could make that money through the advertising, I'd be more than happy to give it back to Give it back to you guys. Like I said, this isn't my job, this is what I do. So I would be more than happy to give it back to the community. And it's nice that they're only 5-second ads, so you can skip them. After 5 seconds, they're not as stressful as the ones you have to watch all the way through, which just, I think, puts people off watching your content. They just kind of bounce onto another video then, so yeah, from that perspective. A necessary evil. Do I think the map I'm playing right now will come to PS4 in the next 2 weeks? I don't know, Shane, to be honest. There's always never any dates for mod releases. I think GreenBale's trying to get it released for PC, for console, so here's hoping, because it is a great map. It really is. And I don't think there's nothing in it, I think, that necessarily would stop it coming to console. Lane, yes. I'm trying to think of the sort of thing that I could recommend. I would always say like a pre-built, if you're going for a slightly lower price one, is not a bad option, because you can then buy right. Chris. What's going on here? I thought that was foolproof, man. He just decided to ram him. Alright, let's see if we can fix this. Typical cosplay. Typical cosplay. Right, let me turn this off. Yeah, Lane, you could definitely get, like, with all seriousness, man, you could buy a starter PC for the same price as a PlayStation or Xbox. Well, maybe not anymore. Certainly when they came out. And then the nice thing is, as and when you kind of save up a bit more cash and have a bit more money, you can buy new parts and slowly grow the PC. Yeah, so Farming Sim is not a particularly intensive game, which is good as well. You can run it on a relatively low-powered PC without much hassle, which is good. Shane, go and look on eBuyer. eBuyer.com. They have a range of PCs called AlphaSync, which is built with really good parts, but they're like pretty competitively priced. You will get, for £1,000, you will get a pretty tidy PC that would laugh at Farming Sim. It really would. So yeah, go check them out. There's actually a load of really good PC builders, or you can build your own. It's not actually that difficult. I built my own. First PC I've ever built. Just bought all the parts. Did a lot of reading up of stuff on YouTube to make sure that I didn't do anything stupid. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Phil. There's a real sense of achievement when you've done it as well. No, I built mine. Put some nice LED fans in it and things like that. It's one of the things, actually, it's a video that I want to do, is a little bit of a walkthrough of my my setup. A few people have asked me about it in the past, so it's definitely a vid I'll put on the channel soon, just to share. But you can set it all up relatively cheaply. I think My PC hasn't been that expensive. I have spent a bit more money on it. I bought a new graphics card and things like that. Once I had a bit of cash, but my original PC wasn't that punchy. I think it cost me about £800 to start off with. Now, Lane, it's all based on the parts, Lane. If you buy expensive parts, the computer will be expensive. But if you spend it in the right places, you can build a pretty decent PC for a lot less than that. Okay, now too busy chatting to you guys. Forgot what I'm doing. Okay, let's dump this load. Not picking up any more bales. Let's get the hay in the shed, and then we'll come back and bale this field. Combine's happily sitting there for now. Don't need him. In fact, just 1 second, I will grab my screenshot for my thumbnail. You won't be able to see that. I'm using an overlay which takes my photo for me. GeForce Experience overlay. If you've got an Nvidia card, you'll know what it is. Very handy for taking your screenshots for your thumbnails. Yeah, that sounds good, Shane. Most important thing, mate, is just make sure the graphics card is good. That's what you're going to need. Yeah, good graphics card, good processor, and I would say a minimum of 16 gig of RAM. Just helps with load times and things like that. Because Nvidia have just released their new graphics cards, the price of the old ones is all going to drop a little bit as well, which is always nice. Maybe not yet, but give it a few months. The prices will come down a bit. Let's see how good my unloading skills are. Turn my HUD back on. Unload bales. Eek. That'll do. Which is the RAM? RAM is 16 gig, so that's good. 1 terabyte hard drive, that's totally fine. More than enough space for what you need. So there'll be either a GPU or a graphics card showing. I'll tell you what that is. It can be AMD or Nvidia. I like Nvidia, to be honest. I've got a Ryzen processor as well. I'm running a Ryzen 7, which is really good. Right, let's run this back down to the field. Go and grab a few more bales. Done the hay. Let's grab some straw now. Now I don't know if that's enough hay bales, but we need to get out of the tractor there. I don't know if that's enough hay bales, but it'll do for now. Fire straight up the middle here. Turn the baler on and go for it. Yeah, the swaths aren't as high in here as they were in the in the hayfield, so it's going to take a bit longer to produce these bales, but we're moving on 12 miles an hour in the lovely straight rows. 1660, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at Shane's spec there. Alpha Sync Core i5 GTX 1660 Super 16 bay, 240 gig SSD gaming desktop PC. That will wipe the floor with Farmsim. You won't need much more from that. I mean, graphics cards a few gens old now, but you should be able to run the Farmsim rather well on that. Full HD with no issues. And the nice thing about that graphics card, you can upgrade it in the future without touching the rest of your system. You'll see a massive boost in performance too, so that's a good little PC, that is, for the money. I'll let Philip wade in as well, he seems to know his PCs. But on the face of it, that looks pretty good for the money. Man, I've got a lot of bales to pick up. So I think where I'm going to put all these as well. Don't want to put them where I'll end up not being able to get to my hay bales. And we will use a lot of these for bedding, I think. Nightmare Shane, just come online to watch a live stream and end up blowing €800 on a PC. But yeah, no, that's a great little PC. Yeah, like I said, it's not a massively graphically intensive game. I mean, obviously you can bump all the settings up like anything, and and make it really bling. I mean, so I'm running everything on ultra, and it probably won't. You know, if I do you a static shot, that's the problem with the stream. You never really see the full quality of the graphics compared to the vids, and even them, they're compressed. But yeah, like I said, Jane, the specs are pretty low, so you shouldn't have a problem at all. Shouldn't have a problem at all. They'll also do a minimum spec and a recommended spec, so always make sure you match against the recommended spec. Minimum spec will struggle as soon as you start to crank up some of the graphical elements. But to be honest, that PC you've listed there will be fine. So, lots of bales to do. Oh, I was going to cover that silage as well. I'll do that before the end of the episode. Got a lot done today, actually. Got all those hay bales off the field. Cut this entire field. Get this baled as well, and maybe even into the shed before the end of the episode, and then yeah, we're in a good place. In a good place for the next episode. We'll probably end up getting the cows in. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And then there's a whole heap of other work we've got to do, feeding the cows every day. But adds to it. Adds to the fun. No point in doing the headlands actually, because I'll end up just with bales at the end of rows that I'll just end up crashing into. Yeah, Lane, it's definitely a better investment than a console. No worries, Shane. All the best, man. Thanks for dropping by. Good to chat. See you again soon. Yeah, you're right, Combine. Just watch the dodgy mod sites. Always download from legit mod sites. Somebody like DJ Goham always has a list under his videos and streams of the right places to go. But Mod Hub, in-game Mod Hub, always your safest bet. All the best, Shane. Thanks for dropping by, man. Yeah, Lane. I don't have Discord yet. I've literally just set it up this week. But there's a good little Discord you can join. Foxtrot Ranch. If you go and look at, I think, my last Purbeck Valley episode, I give them a shout out there. I've been speaking to them this week. That's a nice little community on there, and they're looking to grow. So I should give them a shout out now. But definitely go check those guys out. Really nice bunch of guys. And yeah, as for decent mod sites, go DJ Goham always has a list under his vids, in the description of his vids. But really, yes mods I know is good. The in-game mod hub is your safest bet always, but sometimes you can't find everything in there. fs19.net is good as well. But yeah, just do a bit of research before you download your mods. Yeah, yes mods is good. We're clearing this quite quickly actually. Kind of handy we're going 12 miles an hour. Tell you what, this Fendt tractor's a beast. Doesn't seem to get upset about anything. Oh, we're crashing into this bale at the end. There we go. Yeah, Foxtrot Ranch in my last Purbeck Valley video, Lane. Go check those guys out. Good little farming sim community in there. Foxtrot Ranch, Phil. I don't have the details to hand at the moment, but I will. fact, give me a sec. Do you know what I'll do? I'll go and get the Discord link. 1 second. Here you go, Phil. Try that that Discord link. If it doesn't work, I'll do a bit of groundwork for you and find out why it doesn't work. But yeah, decent bunch. Tell them I sent you. Okay, we're getting through this field pretty quick. It's not that many bales actually. When you think about how many were on that field, because the rows are a lot bigger. Obviously, I think this doesn't yield as much volume of material as grass does. Yeah, King mods are good. I recommend them. It's a really nice site actually. Oh, does it? Right, okay. Let me have a chat with them after the stream and I will put it in the comments below this vid. And I will get them to set up a fresh invite. Let's go and get that one last row that's over on the other side of the field, and then the last few rows, and then we'll get these bales in. I haven't yet, Lane, but a few people have said, will you set up a multiplayer server? Which I'm seriously considering doing. Definitely. I don't get the option, I don't really get the chance to live stream a lot. It's kind of busy, and actually my PC sits in right in the middle of my house. There's a lot of noise. Not got to the point where I can have my dedicated streaming space yet, so So yeah, I have to pick my times when I play, which is usually later at night. So sort of after 9 PM UK time is when I would usually try and stream. Thinking about doing a Purbeck Valley one tomorrow night, but yes, I should set up a server at some point in the future and invite you guys all in to play if you want. That's something you'd be interested in. Obviously we'd have to be careful about kind of which mods we had installed and stuff like that, so now, actually I don't know if console can play with PC on joint games, so I am indeed Lane, yes, and they are very noisy and they roll their eyes when I tell them I'm going to stream, because they have to keep quiet, or try. To be fair, my son spends his life playing Fortnite, so he's happy, he gets peace and quiet. Right, we are making good progress here. Won't be too much longer before this is finished. Let's run up to the top here and grab this last headland, I think. And then we only have to worry about the rows. The old coon baler's not looking as clean now. Got all that crop though. Next time. Chris's advice was to turn on the end rows. No, that's fine, man. They are 10 and 12. One of each, a girl and a boy. Okay, we'll get this field finished. And then, just like Combine, I think I can smell my dinner ready as well, so I will probably call it a night here. That's a very quick hour and 45 minutes. No, Lane, sadly. I have a real life and a real job. Although, wouldn't mind just streaming on YouTube. That would be the dream. But no, unfortunately, I work full time, so I've got to fit it in around everything else, which can be a challenge sometimes. A few late nights involved, but as long as you guys are liking it and subbing, I'll keep doing it. And I enjoy it as well. Brilliant escape from the run-of-the-mill day-to-day stuff, so yeah, it's a good escape, put it that way. Okay, last few rows. Thing going to happen when I've got half a bale left. Well, I've still got the barley field to do, so it's not the end of the world. No, man, I grew up on a farm. My dad was a farmer. My dad actually worked my dad worked in Minnesota for 4 years. Not a million miles away from where the millennial farmer comes from. Yeah, he spent 4 years there, working on farms, but no, we had our own farm. So I grew up on a farm, but I'm actually a graphic designer. So just nothing to do with farming anymore, unfortunately. But still love it. Grew up with it. Love it. Used to help out on the farm all the time, working in the fields. Harvest time, things like that. Feeding the cows. All that nonsense. So, yeah. That is why I love this game. Right, let's turn this baler off. Let's unload this random bale. I know there's another one half in there. 74% of one still stuck in there. And we'll fold the baler up. And we'll lift that. We'll run this back up to the farm. I won't take it to the other field today, just because we haven't got time to do that one today. It can happen in the next episode. And we'll head down and pick up a load of bales. And I'll just drop it here. It's starting to turn into a bit of a dumping ground. I guarantee at some point I'm going to want that forage trailer. There's going to be 2 things in front of it I need to move. Or the buck rake. Look, there's a buck rake behind there as well. Actually, I have to move 3 bits of kit to get that buck rake out. Oh, I bet it is. I've got a few friends from Northern Ireland. Actually, one of my friends is from Ballymena, and I think there's a sign for Ballymena near the shop, Phil. Honestly, I think I saw it. In fact, let's go and see if we can see it. Definitely a Ballymena sign. So actually, is this a real map, Phil? Is this actually, you know, you look at the, I mean, it's, the PDA is this real, or has he just based it on the area so you can recognise bits of it? Look, there's some signs at the end of this road. Let's drive along and see what they say. There you go. Yeah, look, Ballymena and Larne, where the ferry goes from. How cool is that? Actual real places. Cool. Anyway, this isn't helping us get bales in, is it? I'm also driving on the wrong side of the road. Welcome back, Shane. Oh, it's a lovely, lovely map. Detail, just some lovely details in it. But same, if you have ever played GreenBale's other map, Greenwich Valley, that's the same. Greenwich Valley is an awesome map. It's kind of probably one of my longest played maps, and I've never I think I've done one live stream on it, and that's it. But that is a totally brilliant map as well. The detail he gets into is so good, honestly. But I think for me, GreenBale's maps, Oxygen David's maps, guys at CM Mods do some awesome maps as well. Also the The amount of talent these guys have got for building this stuff is phenomenal. And it's all free. That's what's amazing. This is what kind of keeps this game so fresh, isn't it? Imagine like launching this game and then just, you know, what you got was what you got. You know, people would have stopped playing it years ago, but the fact literally daily, every day, new stuff comes out for it. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Hey Rusty, how are you, man? Whip some of this up. Yeah, Greenwich is awesome, isn't it, Shane? Such a good map. I mean, it's massive. So you end up playing like one tiny bit of it. In fact, that could be a good multiplayer map, actually. If I ever do a multiplayer map, which you guys can join, that would be a good call for it. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. You're late to the party, Rusty. We're just about to finish up here, mate. I'll have to go back and you have to go back and watch it later. That's what you did last time, actually, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. It's funny when those guys make better maps than the originals. Felsbrunn and I can't even remember the name of the other one. American map. I've barely, other than when I first fired up the game and I didn't know anything about it, I don't think I've ever touched either of those maps. The moment I found out about mods and that you could download different stuff, that was me away. I'm enjoying the Millennial Farmer map as well, not gonna lie. From just playing an American map, like I said. We're lucky, us European guys, that the European map creators are churning maps out so quickly. Hey, no worries at all, Rusty. No worries, if you're busy, man. Nice thing is, this will be up on the channel afterwards, so you can watch us. We've been talking about everything from PCs to Anxious Chris told us about the Combine unload thing. Chris, I'm not sure if you were here when the last load from the Combine basically rammed the trailer and nearly flipped it. So I was looking for a response from you, but you must have been away. But yeah, he tried to turn and he'd taken the trailer out, which was quite funny. Right. Put the straw on the opposite side to the hay, I think, as much as we can. Why? Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. Don't know what happened then. Look, it goes through walls as well. It's magic. What is happening here? Right, B. Operating position. Transport position. Unload bales. There we go. So it's interesting, the Feagle ones let you drop it down as well. The Feagle ones let you drop it down. This one just looks like you have to just dump it like that. But that's worked pretty well. I should have reversed a bit further. But it's fine. As long as I can get in to get either straw or I can get in to get the hay for the mixing wagon, that's fine. So, I think we're going to call it a day there, guys. Thanks for joining. It's been really good fun. Good to chat to you all. And hopefully we'll get back with a few more streams, because I really enjoy these. But thanks for watching, as always. If you're not subbed, drop me a sub. The more subs we've got, the more fun we can have with competitions, giveaways, all that stuff. So feel free to sub and like the vids, and I will see you all again soon. But really appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye for now.